What's up, everybody? Welcome back to My Twisted Lyf TV. I'm Poetry. You are here for a recap on the run, because that's how I got to be done. I like saying that now because it rhymes, and I like the rhyme. This is a season 4, episode 4, Flip a Coin. I don't know why I snapped, because that ain't a flip, but whatever. Yeah, I got to be very cautious today. Yesterday, as I was sitting at a red light, somebody rear-ended me. Luckily, there was no damage to me. The most damage to my car is a few scratches. But the girl didn't even get out to check to see, she was looking down. Like, when I looked in my rearview mirror, once the impact happened, she did like this. So you could tell she was looking down instead of paying attention to what she's doing. And I'm not trying to be that person. I don't want to rear end in the back of no motherfucking body. But I'm going to do this recap on the run because I think I'm a damn good driver. And I got stopped by the train. Fuck me. I was trying to be at work on time today, and it's just not gonna happen. Kate and Toby. We're gonna start off in groups. I watched this a few days ago. I didn't take notes. Let's hope I can remember what happened on this episode. Kate and Toby. Well, as you know, Kate is going on the walk with the nasty neighbor. He gonna still be the nasty neighbor to me. I don't care that the man had a stroke. He still got a nasty fucking attitude, stroke or not, but nasty neighbor. They were walking together, walking through the neighborhood. Like I said, I believe that they was going to build a relationship. Even to the point now that, Toby still speaks to him. But he still has this, I don't know, he would call it dry sarcasm. That's probably what he would call it. I say it's a fucked up ass attitude. A nasty way to talk to people. And people are just tolerating you. That's what I'm saying. Because of your condition. No, check his fucking ass. Don't come at me like that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, they walk in and they get back, and Toby and Kate are about to take baby Jack to his music lesson. Apparently, this woman is really skilled at working with children of all abilities. It's gonna cost them $40 a lesson or something like that. And nasty neighbor bring them to me. I'll give them some pots and pans to bang on. You know what I'm saying? You can pay me the $40 a day. Or $40 a lesson instead of going off to this particular lady. But like I said, Kate wants her son to be able to do things that other children can. And everybody keeps saying, yeah, he can. No, he can't. He can't do everything. Y'all have to realize that he does have a limitation. So he could try to do things that other children are doing. And he may accomplish some of those things. But the fact of the matter is, he cannot do what everybody else's does. At least not in the way in which they do it. He will see things differently, not with his eyes. He will see them with his hands. He will see them with his smell. He will see them with his ears. He will do it differently than everybody else. But it won't be in the same way. But okay, music lessons. I thought this was a beautiful thing. I was like, yes, okay, cool. But I'm like, Toby, ain't he kind of small? Ain't he kind of small? But they do say, starting them off at a young age is where they really developed and hone those skills in. So, yeah, maybe not. Especially if this is what this lady is catering to. God bless America. I passed that train. So, somebody just stopped on the train tracks. It was just, they almost got caught. These impatient ass motherfuckers. And he almost ran into the person in back of me, which would have made that car run into the back of me. Oh. Get off my fucking ass! This is why I don't do recaps on the runs. I got road rage. And people be hitting on my nerves. And they go to the class. Well, before they go to the class, they trying to get together, make sure that they got everything. Toby is supposed to be bringing out everything from the household for the baby. The diaper bags, the extra food, the change of clothes, everything that the baby's going to need while he's at this class. I thought they packed a lot. How fucking long is this class going to be? But okay. One thing he forgot was Monkey. So Toby got to go back in the house and forget Monkey. And Kate is like, hurry up. Like, we don't want to be late on our first freaking day. We want him to have the same chances as every other child. Get used to the situation, used to the environment. But Toby got to find Monkey. Okay. They get to the class, and the class has already started, so they late. She's frustrated. They apologize. The teacher is like, don't worry, we just getting started anyway. And she's singing along to the kids, playing her fiddle. I think she had a tambourine. She had some maracas. She had a whole lot of instrumentation. Plus, she was very animated. Okay. She's a very animated person. I'm not sure if kids really enjoy that stimuli. I wouldn't upon first meet as an adult. And Toby kind of said something like that as well later on. Well, baby Jack flipped out. Now remember, we just had this discussion last week about Kevin touching baby Jack and the fact that he gets scared because he doesn't know that it's coming. You have to like talk to him and warm up to him. And he didn't have this time in this setting to do so. Why? Because they were late. And Kate is making Toby feel like it's his fault that they were late. You should have been ready. You knew what we had to do. You knew what time we had to be here. And we weren't. And it's your fault. Okay? So the teacher like jumps in baby Jack's face, I think with symbols or something. Baby Jack freaks out again. He won't stop crying through this entire class. And then she said, Kate said, he's blind, he just has to take some adjustments. She was like, I didn't know. Toby said, maybe we should have sent an email or something in advance. And Kate said, well, her damn website says she works with kids of all abilities. Well, I don't think that that's really what she meant. I don't. But when people say that, they're not really thinking of every type of disability or ability or impairment that somebody could possibly have. They don't consider all that when they're like, I work with kids of all ages. Okay, you may work with kids of all ages, but if these kids have physical limitations or mental limitations, that may not be something that that person is equipped to handle. And that's how I'm believing that lady as well when she used the term I work with kids of all abilities, that she wasn't thinking of somebody that may be visually impaired. Because even after she was told, she was like, okay, well, that's okay. And she kept doing what she was doing. She kept jumping in front of the children's faces, singing and loud and being loud, and it was startling the hell out of Jack. So after the class, Kate was like, that was fucking terrible. So they going back and forth and talking about that. And Toby's like, yes, that's what I was saying, that this was too soon for him. He's still trying to get used to us for real. And, we putting him into this environment. Like, even as an adult, if somebody jumped into my face and snapped a symbol, I will freak out, and I see you coming. So just imagine how he felt. Well, Kate was like, well, like I said, if you had got Monkey, then we'd have get her on time and he'd had time to adjust. No, he wouldn't, Kate. That baby was not going to adjust that fast to that class. I don't care what you're saying. I don't, he spent that whole session, and the entire session, he acted that way. He was not going to adjust in a few minutes showing up early. But, like I said, Toby had to find Monkey. But where was Monkey? Monkey was in the refrigerator. Toby went in there to get the doggone extra baby milk, and he set the damn stuffed animal into the refrigerator. No, we are not doing this today. We are not. Figure out how the fuck you gonna drive before you get over here. I hate this city as far as driving is concerned. Really disturbs my mental. And I can't edit this shit out. I should have been in therapy today instead of going to work. And I'm gonna be late. Because I'm not even close to the doggone freeway. I need to be on the freeway in 3 minutes, and I'm not even close to the freeway. It's taking me that long to get over there. Okay. Kate and Toby got into it. They start arguing about Monkey. he was like, I went in there, I put the milk in the refrigerator, grabbed out, and I accidentally set the monkey into the refrigerator. And she was like, well, who does that? He was like, I does that. I do that all the time. I would go into the cabinet, pull something out, and set my damn keys down, or go into the cabinet, set my cell phone down. I do it all the time. It's something common. People do. People do it. Kate acting like ain't nobody in the world ever exchanged one item for another and wherever they was at. And she must be free and clear of all those type of disabilities or impairments. But yeah, they just got into a really bad argument, and I was like, this is right here, this is what's gonna break them up. The raising of Jack, because then Kate threw in there, well, you would know these things about him. Like he said, he could have got the other monkey for baby Jack, and he would have been just fine. He loves his other monkey. And Kate was like, no, he wouldn't love his other monkey. He would reject it. And you would know this if you was at home with your kid instead of at the gym. So she's still salty about him going to work out. And I mean, I was like Toby. I was like, wow, really? Wow, okay. So, in the end, they were driving along. It was a long fucking drive. I'm like, how far was this from their damn house? Come on. If you coming, come on. They was driving along the coastline, and Kate decided, let's go to the beach. Baby Jack was in the back asleep. They wanted to keep driving. That's what it was. She told him, that's why it was a long drive. She told him to keep driving to calm him down, because he still was not calm after this class. And Toby was like, well, where the fuck am I driving to? She's like, I don't know. Go to the end of the goddamn road. Just drive. They haven't. It was a real family argument. That was like a real relationship argument. That's some shit that one of us would probably have done as well. But they decides to go to the beach and get him acclimated to some more sounds, but in a more calming way. I may have to stop recording this video, y'all, because somebody else just rolled up on the back of my damn car. Kevin and Nikki. What else I was gonna say about Kate and Toby? Little Kate. Let's go back to little Kate, teenage Kate. Well, it's college parent day at college for Randall's college, and Becca's about to go off to go visit him. And she wants Kate to go. Kate's still in her feelings. She's still grieving Jack's death. She don't want to do anything. She feels like she's a loser, because remember, she didn't go to college herself. Kevin's off in New York, and she was like, no, I don't want to go. Maybe I'll just sit here and listen to this one CD that I have, because everything else was destroyed in the fire. So Becca gives her some money, like, look, just go to the record store, buy some new albums or something, buy some new CDs. I think she said albums, but I think she meant CDs, or maybe she did say these, whatever. She told her to go buy some new ones, and just don't sit in the house. So Kate promises not to sit in the house. And she ends up going down to this record store called Jerry's. The guy in the store, at first I thought that he had an attraction to Kate. Which I was like, oh man, Kate actually got somebody that's feeling her. That's what I was thinking at first. But as the conversation went on, I think he was just really impressed with her musical knowledge. Like, she's going through the records, and she was like, or CDs, and she was like, you out of Nevermind, whoever the hell Nevermind was, or something like that. And he was like, oh, don't you already own it? Everybody should already own that. So they kind of like joking back and forth. But these were like, she started buying CDs and music that her parents used to have, and she remember songs that her mom and dad used to dance to and everything like that. You know, and she's really just talking to the guy about why she's choosing certain songs. Like one guy, she don't really understand the words that he's saying, but she understand how the lyrics make her feel. And I think he was, like I say, I think he was really impressed with her musical knowledge. In addition to, I still think that he had a thing for her. But he offered her a job, something for Kate to do in a record store around music, something that Kate loves. So she was feeling pretty good about that. She goes back home later, and Becca's coming back from the college tour, which we'll talk about in a minute. She's coming back from that, and you know, she got all these CDs, and she showed her Patsy Cline. I love me some Patsy Cline, y'all. She showed her some Patsy Cline music, and you know, she put the song on, and Becca just recalling just dancing with Dad and feeling good about dancing with Jack. And Kate was like, well, come on, dance with me. So, you know, they end their story with them dancing and feeling good. And Becca said, you know what? It's time for us to move. It's time for us to go on away from here, start a new chapter of our life. Now, this idea came from Beth's mom, Claire, Felicia Rashad. She's at the college campus with Randall, and they're having lunch or what have you, and she's just going on and on about, you know, life, and maybe wanting to get a new job and things of that nature. And Randall ain't paying a bit of attention to her. He is so centered in on Beth. And Becca notices this. She's like, okay, you know, maybe I could be an astronaut or something. He's like, yeah, that'd be good. Since she realized it, he not paying attention. Like, okay, who is that? Oh, that must be Beth. See, because Randall has told his mama all about Beth. Because remember, Randall said he gonna marry this woman. He told her all about Beth. Beth still ain't even giving him the time of day. But Becca's like, okay, we finna do this. We finna go in. So she picks up her food tray, and she goes over and, you know, introduces herself. You know, I think my son and your daughter, they know each other already. And the mama's like, oh, really? Claire. It's like, oh, really? They know each other already. She ain't told me about this boy. Who is this boy? You know what I'm saying? That's how she was looking. Randall was like, okay, we finna move on. I got to go to class, you know. And Beth, the same thing. Like, yeah, it's not a good time for y'all to sit down. They shouldn't join us. They really got to go, whatever. And Claire's like, no, we sit. Come on, everybody sit down. So they sit down, and, you know, Claire's asking Randall about his studies, you know. And Randall's being his just same little talkative self. How he not doing good in one class. He ain't sure what his major is right now. He go, you know, it might be mathematics, might be economics, might be poli-sci. But, you know, when something is tripping him up in the mathematics department, I don't remember what it was. It's the axis and the polarities and all that. That stuff tripped me up too. Damn, I got 10 minutes to get 20 minutes away. I did not intend on being late today. I'm doing a new assignment today that I know takes me a very long time to do. I think I told y'all. No, if y'all watch my Travel and Talk Tuesdays, this was the assignment that my boss put me on, that he decided he was going to write me up on because I didn't get done by 5:30. I finished it at 5:40, so I was going to get written up. And yeah, it started a whole harassment case in my office with me and the supervisor. And now I'm back onto this assignment again for the first time in 10 months, 9 months. So I wanted to make sure I was on time, so I didn't have no reason to, you know, whatever. But okay, so while they were sitting down there talking, I noticed Randall had handed Beth a lemon, and I wasn't sure what that was about. We passed her a lemon on her tray, and I don't know, they got excused from the table and afterwards to go to class, because the conversation was getting kind of weird, kind of awkward, because she was like, well, how do y'all know each other? And she was like, from econ class. And Randall was like, we went on a date. He's so proud of this date, you know. Well, Becca decided to sit there and talk with Claire. Now, both of them have lost their husbands in the last year. Claire seems to be holding it all together. Remember, Claire is that strong black woman. We not allowed to show emotion. We can't break. We can't show signs of weakness. I don't know why that is so inbred into us as black women, that we have to hold up the fucking world for everybody. Oh, it's exhausting to be that strong all the damn time. On the other hand, Beth is feeling everything at the same damn time in regards to the loss of Jack. So they're handling it in two different ways. But she was like asking her, how did she start over? Like, she's a teacher, you know. And she said, you know, she wanted to teach kids something that her husband loved, which was reading. But she realized that she hadn't read a book since he died. So one day she decided to, like I said, to teach these kids to pick up a book. And that's how her new chapter started. She just started over. So that's what Becca had got the idea to come start a new chapter in her life. They going to move out of their rental condo and find an actual home for them now. But from that conversation, Claire told Beth that she needed to leave that boy alone. That he wasn't worth the grain of salt, you know, because, not because he's a bad person, but because the whole family is grieving. They're broken. And she don't need that in her life. She needs somebody with some strength, somebody that's going to uphold her, have her back, see her for who she is. Okay, but with that conversation, Beth was like, he does see me. And then we would go back to the lemon situation. And when she went to Randall to ask him, why did he give her that lemon? And he said he just remembered when they went on their date, she ordered a Coke with lemon. And he noticed that she was drinking a Coke right then, but she didn't have a lemon, so he gave her his. So, like, and Beth sees that as, he does see me. Like, you remember that shit? He was like, you just don't understand how many things I remember about you, I notice about you. And so that was Beth's decision to, so to speak, flip a coin and to allow Randall to be in her life. She gave him the kiss. It was the best thing since sliced bread he ever had. It just, the actor that plays teenage Randall really embodies that role. He embodies that role to a T. That young man is good. So now in present day, it's time for Beth to open up her dance studio. And Randall's already got apprehension because Claire was coming. But he was like, you know what? I'm going to handle Claire. I got this. You know what I'm saying? We get over to the dance studio where she all kind of like, you know, she kind of standoffish with Randall as seemingly as usual. But they get over to the dance studio and it reeks. Something died in there. Something died. It was a possum, a family of possums, or a whole, you know, clan of rats. One of the two, I don't know. And Randall was able to get his custodian guy over there to take a look at it. They got air fresheners. They putting things on the vent, but it stinks. She cannot have a grand opening with it's smelling like dead carcasses up in there. And the guy was like, in a couple weeks it'll pass, you know. You can't bring people in there trying to be dancing, they breathing all extra hard, inhaling. No, you don't want to do that. There's no way. So Claire was telling Beth, you need to just reschedule this. Beth was thinking that she told her to cancel it because, you know, her mama ain't never believed in her dancing anyway. So she felt like her mother was going to be really negative about the situation. And she was like, so we going to reschedule this. And Randall was like, no, we going to make it work. And she was like, Randall, you can't. No, you can't. We don't reschedule. That's the best thing for us to do. It just makes sense. And Randall was like, look, woman, you ain't gonna keep telling me what I can do with my doggone wife. I said, if we're gonna handle this, I'm gonna get it done. You know. So then he came back and realized, no, who he was talking to. He was like, okay, I apologize, ma'am, for my tone. I just don't apologize for what I said, but I apologize for my tone. And Claire looked at him with amazement and wonderment, like, he really stood up for her. And Randall was like, you know, I know you ain't never liked me. She was like, it's not that I didn't like you. I just didn't see you for the man that you are to her. The man that you have came to be for her. I didn't see that in you back then. So it's not that I didn't think that you was a good man. I just didn't think you was a good man for her. But she does like him. She does approve of him. She's proud of him and the man that he has become and all this, that, and the third. So, you know, they kind of mended their broken ties that they kind of had between each other. But while they're at the dance studio, or before they even go over there, Deja asks, could she go out to the movies with a group of friends after the grand opening? And, you know, they quickly honed in on the group of friends. It was Malik, the little boy who Beth saw her with. And they're like, okay, we need to meet him. We need to meet him. So now it's like really awkward that I got to bring Malik around. But he comes to the dance studio. He comes to the dance studio and he introduces himself to Randall. And, you know, it was all good and awkward at the same doggone time. I like Malik. I like Malik as a young man. I do. It's just something about him, that he has a maturity about him that I truly adore. But so, you know, he introduces himself, and, you know, Randall let him know, you know, you sound good, you look good, and right now we all good, but I will hurt you over this little girl. I'm just letting you know, I will hurt you over her. And he was like, sir, I understand, you know, when I have I'm gonna be that same way with my daughter, this, that, and the third. And he said his daughter probably about 3 or 4 times. And Randall said, wait a minute, wait. When you say my daughter, what do you actually mean? He was like, well, sir, I have a 6-month-old. I thought Deja told you. Baby, Deja looks scary. Randall just like, he had a lump in his throat. Beth came in at the right moment and interrupted to let him know what was going on with the little dead possums and stuff in the building. And kind of broke the tension for a hot second, where Randall didn't like say what he was really feeling at that moment. I cannot get to work on time for nothing. Even when I leave the house on time, I can't get to work on time. Okay, so this video is about to run out. So I'm going to come back later and finish it off, I think. Because I think I have like 5 minutes left and I still got to talk about Kevin. But, so afterwards, Randall tells Beth about Malik. And Beth is like, oh, heck no. There's no way that my daughter is going to be dating a guy who puts babies in girls. Malik is a junior. He's 16. You know, Deja is just a 14-year-old freshman, but Deja's kind of smart, so she's in his math class. So that's how they met. They're only 2 years apart in age. That would be seemingly normal. But the fact that he's already having sex and has a baby, and not only has a baby, is raising the baby, they're like, oh, hell no. They're going to break that shit up when we get home. But Beth and Randall are both in agreement that they're going to break that shit up. It's going to be a done deal. Oh, it's going to be problems. It's going to be problems. So I'm going to come back here and talk about, what's the boy name? Kevin, after this is over. All right? When I get off, I got 10 more minutes to get to work, and I'm just not there. It's 8 o'clock, 8:01 right now. I should have been in the building already. Talk to y'all later. Peace. All right, y'all. I'm back. Hopefully, I can finish this without my car overheating the phone. We were on to Kevin. And I had to put my hand up real quick. Y'all don't need to see where I work. Okay, so I apologize for all my road rage this morning. I may remember to edit that out. I may not. I don't know, y'all. We gonna see how this roll. This is the rest of the recap on the run for This Is Us. We were moving on to Kevin, I believe. Well, Kevin got word that... Oh, actually, Kevin was supposed to be going to an AA meeting. But he just got word that his show, The Manny. His show, The Manny, was being canceled after 8 years. Although he was no longer on the show, I was wondering how much Morris Chestnut get paid, because Morris Chestnut was supposed to be the one to replace him on the show. And you know, they mention it every now and then. Even though that was his first big gig, the one that like skyrocketed him to the position that he's in right now. So he's feeling some kind of way about the fact that the show is being canceled. He needs a meeting. So him and Nikki are supposed to be going to the meeting together. He's trying to convince Nikki to get out of that mobile home. It's old, it's decrepit, it's rusting, it need work, and Nikki ain't trying to hear. Leave my damn home alone. This is where I live, my space, you know. But Kevin, like, I got a whole lot of money, you know, that I could just, you know, throw away. So he's like, well, don't throw it away on me, because I ain't trash. So keep your money. I don't want you to buy a mobile home. Okay, so they about to go to this meeting. They go down to the meeting and we see Cass. Cass is arguing with the lady because the meeting is supposed to be at 9 or 10 or 11, one of them two. But the meeting is actually at 3. They forgot to update it on their website. I'm like, Cass, how fucking disrespectful is that? I need a meeting. I need a meeting right now. And this is the time that the meeting's supposed to be scheduled. And y'all got it wrong on y'all website. How are y'all helping people? You know? So, Kevin and Nikki walk up at this moment. And all through this entire episode, Kevin is being recognized by different people for being on the Manny. Nobody is mentioning the fact that the show is being canceled. They all are mentioning the very first scene, the very first pilot that he was in at the end, where he did something special with a baby. And Cass just don't get it. Like, who are you? I mean, it just doesn't move her boat. Nikki even said he had never seen the show before. He seen maybe a trailer, a commercial on it, but he ain't never watched the show before. So he don't know what the big deal with the Manny is. And like I said, Kevin feels like, shit, the Manny is who I am. What you mean you don't know my show, you know? So since the meeting was canceled and Cass is getting frantic, Cass said, you know what? We got 5 hours. Let's kill some time. Let's go on a little road trip. Where do they go? To the damn RV park. Now, Nikki just told you, I don't want to buy no damn RV. You know, Kevin, like, this one got a queen size bed. This one got a whirlpool. This one got, you know, water bed up in here. This got everything up in this doggone RV. Some of them RVs be nice as fuck, y'all. I swear for goodness. And I'm telling y'all, I still plan. It's in my mind to do this. I don't know if I'm ever going to do it. But it's in my mind to get a daggone RV and make a trip across America. I want to go cross 40 all the way through the south. And then I want to come across 70 coming back. Back and forth across America. Both of those two highways go across the entire length of the United States. I want to do that. I want to hit. I want to hit all the continental United States at least once. I don't care if I just spend the night there. I want to go at least once. I don't know if it'll ever happen. But if I've already been to Hawaii, I need to get to Alaska too. Then that way I would hit all the states. All of these here United States. I've already been to Puerto Rico. I haven't been to all the territories. But I plan. That's my goal. It's on my bucket list. So anyway, back to the RV. The RV salesman recognized Kevin too. Now he's already trying to tell Cass to negotiate a discount price on the RV because she was, you know, a military intelligence officer. You know, she don't think that negotiating with, you know, RV salesman was in her doggone resume, but, you know, okay, whatever, sir. Well, Kevin, because he is the Manny, the dude is going to give him a discount anyway. Well, how about them apples? Okay, so, did they ever get to the Manny? All through this episode, they're flashbacking with Kevin starting on the first day. You know, he going in with Kate. He not even sure if he really want to do the job. You know, on the camper right there, it says this is for the unnamed hot babysitter. You know, he didn't want to be cast just because the hot babysitter. He wanted to be taken seriously for his art. He don't want to be laughed at like it's a joke. But as they doing the pilot, ain't nobody laughing anyway. It was really boring to me too. It's boring. So he's going back and forth with Kate, because you know Kate was his assistant when we first started the show. Kate was his assistant, and she was like trying to make sure that he didn't back out of it. Like, dude, this is what you've been dreaming about doing. He's like, no, this was not my dream. This was something I did to keep myself busy when Dad died. Now I remember Kevin going into acting. Remember he was doing a talent show or something I thought he was acting in back in high school, in elementary school, way before his daddy died. But I guess to take it serious is something he did, I guess, to make Jack happy, you know what I'm saying? Or he thought would make his dad proud of him. And Kate was like, look here, flip a coin. You're going to need to decide right now, do you want to do this movie or not? Or this pilot or not? He said, no, he didn't want to do it. And right when they said no, they called him on set. Like I said, the baby still wouldn't stop hollering. So all this time, everybody around him is talking about how they never want kids. And Kate saying how she ain't couldn't deal with kids, and Kevin like he didn't want no kids, but he really had said then at that time he wanted to find a nice wife, settle down, get married, you know, have a couple kids. But that didn't happen for him. So because he ended up on the Manny, he was able to calm the big head baby down. The baby was big head and just crying, just cutest little thing, cutest little big head baby, just crying and everything. And he was able to calm the baby down, make the baby laugh and cool, and that kind of changed the whole vibe of what the Manny was supposed to be about. And they're saying that became his life's work until, you know, he went crazy on the set and got fired on the set, right? So he made a snap decision at that moment. So he's talking to Cass in present day about why the Manny means so much to him, because she's like, I just don't get it. I mean, you know, I want to understand, I want to care, but I just don't. I really don't care about your career. You know, like you done had such a hard life. You know, it don't really matter to me. So, you know, they kind of related in this moment. He was like, you know what? I don't understand where you've been through or what you're going through. You know, but this is what's up with me. You know what I'm saying? This is the reason why I feel these things feel this way. Cass opened up to him about, you know, her husband and how he proposed to her. He led her on for 4 days thinking that he was going to propose, and he ended up taking her to the bridge where his parents or his grandparents had got engaged, and he proposed to her then, and she got her hair and her nails done. It was all so cheesy, but you know, she loved every bit of it, right? And when it all come down to it, she's saying that she wants to save her marriage. She said she didn't know if she wanted to save her marriage. As Kevin asked her, do you want to save your marriage? Like, you know, you need to make a choice. Flip a coin. Do you want to do it or not? She said, yes, I want to save my marriage. So Kevin's like, okay, so we're going to get your husband back. She's like, we going to get my husband back. Kevin said, yeah, I'm very good at what I do. We going to get your husband back. I still think Cass is going to be the one that he ends up with. I don't think that they're going to get the husband back. They're going to make a good attempt at it, but it ain't going to happen. I think the Kevin and Cass are going to end up together. Y'all notice we ain't seen Big Jack? We ain't seen Big Jack and Lucy since the first episode. Am I correct? No, we ain't seen Big Jack and Lucy since the first episode. What is going on with that? I would like to see more about Big Jack and Lucy. Big Lil Jack, you know. I want to see a little bit more about them. Like, what happened to them? So, in the end, for Kevin, you know, he basically looked at all the things that he did in life and everything he put aside. And, you know, family is really important to him at this time. So, Nikki come out of his doggone cabin. He see this big-ass, bright, shiny new camper next to his. He was like, didn't I tell your damn ass I didn't want no new RV? And Kevin say, oh, I didn't buy this for you, this for me. You know, howdy neighbor. So Kevin is finna move next door to Nikki. I was like, how did that fit in? Is it, because I thought though that he was gonna try to help Nikki find Sally. Because Nikki was they was riding in the car, and like I said, everybody been sharing stories about the past and choices and decisions they had to make. And Nikki say Sally was a girl that he was with before he got drafted. And when he first went off to the war, they was writing back and forth, and then all of a sudden he just stopped writing. You know, when he came back home, he had promised to take her on a trip across America. So he bought the RV. And he didn't tell her nothing about it. he just, this is a promise that he made, you know, to her without letting her know what was going on. He bought the RV. He was gonna show up at her house one particular day, pick her up, and they was gonna hit the road, you know, ride off into the sunset together. He got there, Sally wasn't home, and he left and never went back for her. That was like, he flipped the coin, and that was the decision he made. He said he knew that he, in a way, Nikki, I swear he reminded me of me. Like, sometimes, like, I'll go to things and people be like, well, if you don't get it by this time, it may not be there. And my mind be like, well, if it ain't there when I get there, then it's not meant for me to have. That's how Nikki was feeling. He felt like once he got to Sally and she wasn't there, then it was not meant for him to be with her. After all this time, he never called her up. Like, she never knew he even came. But that's why he bought that RV. And so that's why he don't want to let go of it. So, but like I said, once they told that story, I didn't think that Kevin was going to ask Cass or tell Cass, I'm finna help you find your husband. I thought he was going to tell Cass, let's go find Sally and see if we could bring Sally and Nikki back together. That's what I thought was going to happen. That would have been a cute little story for them to do. But if they're going to do it, they didn't do it this particular episode. Well, at the end of the episode, like I say, after Becca had decided that they gonna move from that condo, she gets a phone call from Kevin telling her how everything going in New York, you know, everything going pretty good. I got an audition coming up. Oh yeah, and I got married to Sophia. All right, can you send some money? Kate and Becca looking like, what? I said, when he got married. So I guess they got married at 18. I guess it was a flip of a coin. You know. But yeah, that's it, y'all. That's the end of this recap. Sorry, like I said, for my earlier road rage, I might have tried to edit out, but you know what? Since I'm talking about it, I'm not gonna edit it out because y'all ain't gonna know what the heck is going on. Ugh. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all got any comments, leave me in the comment section. Anything I missed that y'all felt was important, drop that in the comment section as well. Like, comment, share. All right, peace.